Dude, I don't know about you guys. I get nervous sometimes.
For real?
I'm nervous.
You did like 50 shows so far. You're a natural by now, man.
I push that start button. I'm like, oh God. Oh God, you can hear me mumble and talk too fast, or I get really excited. I don't know why. It's just like, yay. I don't know. It just, and then I start getting nervous and I start mumbling or I start stumbling, or
yeah,
it happens. But it's okay. I love it. It's all part of it. I'm pretty sure we're live. Yeah, it says stop broadcast. So hello, everybody.
Yo.
We're live.
Hey. Nice.
Wah, 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 wah.
We're live.
Yeah. Welcome to episode 9 of the PlayStation broadcast, aka Black Friday Stole My Wife. Which is a joke because I'm broke, man. There is no Black Friday for the Brah, okay?
It's dark.
Yeah, it's
Friday.
What did my sister call it? Gray Thursday? That's a thing now? I didn't know that.
Really?
It's called Broke Friday.
Yeah, Broke Friday.
So there's Gray Thursday, Black Friday, and Cyber Monday? That's the order?
Yeah.
What's the weekend then? Is the weekend happening?
Small Business Saturday.
Oh, that's it. You're totally right, dude. Yeah, small Business Saturday. You're right. What is Sunday? Recoup and praise the Lord that you're not
Sleep Sunday.
Yeah. Credit card Sunday because you're broke. Well, I'll just put that PSVR on my credit card with that 25% interest, and then you're broke.
Yeah, I've got 18 months to pay it off.
Yeah, I totally forget. And all that interest accrues. Oh,
he paid two grand for a $199 product.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure we've all been there before at some point in our lives, unfortunately.
Oh,
yeah. Wow, I just got a PS2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then you realize, oh, son of a monkey.
Yep.
Except for Jay. Jay, he bought like 3 Xbox One X's. And Jay, we're peasants. We're peasants.
Trust me, I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Well, everyone, welcome. If you're not broke, welcome to the PlayStation broadcast, episode 9. We got a good guest today, and we got, of course, the panel, as always, the PlayStation Brah. Yeah. We always got J-Dub on here. Or, I'm sorry, Kratos. My bad. Whoa.
Hey, everybody. It's your boy J-Dub, a.k.a. Kratos, the god of PlayStation. And I am in the house once again with my man, the Brah.
What's up, man?
And Craven. And we got a special guest for you guys today. A very special guest. So, Craven?
Oh, man. I was going to leave it like that, man.
Yeah,
you did so good. I was like, heck yeah.
You don't get
what's
the
up,
free
guys?
pass.
I know. Name's Craven God. Don't have anything cool to say. J-Dubs, he's all the coolness on this. So
He is, man. J-Dub.
just J-Dubs is the man. Like from the first episode we done, he's like surreal. But
you got that. You got the
name's Craven God. Follow me on Twitter, Craven God. Just playing Star Wars Battlefront, man, and just trying to get my Xbox One X to stay on when I turn it on.
Oh snap!
That's about it. But that's what I've been up to, guys. Let's who's the new guy?
Causing some drama though, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Dude. Yeah, I think I do, but I don't intentionally try to.
Sure.
People think I'm trolling, like J-Dubs trolls, and they're like, "Oh, J-Dubs, you silly guy, you."
Yeah.
I'm speaking serious, and then everybody's like, "That guy's a piece of crap troll." Like, yeah, that's all he's doing. I'm like, dude, I'm legit. I'm having a consumer problem right now.
How dare you voice your opinion on Twitter? No one cares, Craven.
Yeah,
50 subscribers away from 1,000 or 50 followers.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what happened this year, man. Like, I went from like 500
Nice.
and all of a sudden it's getting up close. I thought it was a bunch of bots trying to send me boob pics, but I think it's like I think it's like legit people, which is kind of concerning why they would follow me. So,
well, congrats, man. Congrats. I hit my 1,000 followers last week or the week before last, I believe, man. I just looked down and before I know it, I saw it. I was like, geez, thanks.
You know what? Gaining Twitter followers is like losing weight. If you get on the scale every day and check it, you're never gonna be you're never gonna see a change. But if you just pay no mind to it, you'll be like, whoa, where are all these people coming from? Same thing as finding girlfriends. Happens the same way. If you're looking for them, they ain't looking for you.
Yep.
I hear you.
That's how I found my wife. I was not looking for love, but love found me.
She hit me with her car, and I was like, "Whoa,
you son of a!" Dude, it's funny. Okay, you know, I knew my wife for a year before we started dating, and we finally got together, and we were like, "Okay, let's try this." And I'm like, "Hey, pick somewhere in Nashville. You can pick anywhere you want to go. I don't care where." She kind of thought for a minute, and she's like, "How about Logan's?" I'm like, of all the places you could have picked in Nashville, you chose Logan's Steakhouse. She's like, yeah.
That's how you knew that's when you knew you had a keeper.
Yep.
I mean, there's some really nice places in downtown you can go to. Like I told her, anywhere she wanted to go, but she's like, "This Logan's is good. I like their steaks." Logan's it is.
Nice.
Yeah. Here we are 5 years later, happily in love, and she's upstairs playing Fortnite.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice. Awesome.
She wants everyone to play Save the World mode. She likes Battle Royale, but she thinks Save the World so much better. So
dude, it really like when it first came out, it was pretty bland, but it was interesting concept, but not good delivery. And since they've been Epics, man, they've been blowing that game out of the water, bro. They've been the updates have been really good. They've been on top of it. Like to me, it could be a better game than PUBG. Like quick.
Really, you think it's worth it now?
Yeah, like the Battle Royale is top notch, man.
Oh, I played the Battle Royale. I loved it.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Well, you know what they did, man. That game really wasn't when Fortnite came out.
Oh hell yeah!
Like you said, it was bland. And then they came out with that mode, with the Battle Royale mode, and then their advertisement was hey, we have our game is just like PUBG, and like if you like PUBG, then give our game a try. And everything they said had PUBG in it, so that was just some genius advertising. I think PUBG, and they ended up suing Epic Games for that. Or
they talked about it because they mentioned their name. They got kind of mad about it.
I think it was just scare tactics.
Yeah, and for using their name, which I think is kind of dumb because, I mean, not consumers, but companies have done that since back in the Nintendo Genesis days. You remember? I saw on Twitter some guy posted a commercial where he was showing it was actually a real Sega commercial with Nintendo and the price of their console and Mario playing on TV. Right next to it was Sonic playing on TV with Sega Genesis. And their prices were $50 difference. Like Nintendo's $50 more. Yeah. And the guy was trying to sell him Nintendo. He was a salesman. But the guy kept saying, I want the Sega. I want the Sega. And and I was like, man, that's what that makes me think about. But it's like everybody's a bunch of weirdos. They get offended by... You know, like they try to sue on any type of. They think they have ground on any type of way to sue. You know, it's crazy.
Hey, guys, we never let Clay introduce himself.
I was just going with it.
Sorry about that.
No, sorry.
Okay, we got the Brah, we got J-Dub, we got Craven, and then we got Clay. So drop it, Clay.
Hey guys, I'm Krupp Clay. I can't live up to what you guys did, but I run a YouTube channel called Krupp Clay Gaming. It's a pretty good spot. We talk about the gaming industry and all of the things going on in it, and I really enjoy discussing that. And I'm excited excited to be on the show. A little bit nervous, never done a collab before, but this is my first one, and I'm excited.
How long you been doing your YouTube page for, Clay?
YouTube, it will be 2 years and some change.
Damn, really?
Yeah, been at it hardcore.
Doing a good job with it, man.
Thanks.
Really though, I watch your videos. I'm like, man, you have all your thoughts and you got it all going, and you're so smooth with it. I'm like, dang, Clay's got it going.
Thanks. I really feel like I hit my voice the past year. I really found my voice in what I was saying. For a while there, I wasn't confident at all in what I was saying, but I finally caught it, and I've been running with it.
Well, keep up the good work, man. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then your wife's getting into it now too, right? Does she have her own channel?
Yeah, she's doing like a vlogging channel. It'll be like kind of behind the scenes of my channel, my real life and her real life, kind of.
Putting up
and
with
what
Nice.
I gotta put up with Clay streaming 3 times a week, and
And then my YouTube channel, and then my fiance's channel.
That's pretty awesome.
what's
Yeah.
your
Do what?
what is your schedule? What do you normally?
My schedule, my stream schedule, or all that?
Yeah.
I tried to do schedules over the summer, and then I got burnt out because I felt like I had to meet them, and the quality wasn't meeting my schedule. So I just recently canceled it. I've been doing stream schedules every Monday. I'll throw out a schedule. Here's when we're streaming, and then videos come out when they're done. I can't do a schedule. I gotta have it. Like I'm so attention to detail that I've got to have it done. Otherwise, I'm not gonna put it out. So
Okay, though, man. You got a wife, you got a life, you got a job. It's not always.
yeah, you can't. I don't like promising things and not delivering. So it's better to just here it is, surprise, enjoy it.
Because
My thoughts.
life will happen. Like we were going to broadcast one night, right?
Yeah.
We're all ready. It's like 10 minutes till go time, and then all of a sudden a storm came out of nowhere. It killed my power for 3 hours that night. So
I
Oh
remember that.
man.
yeah,
See, that's what was happening to me before the show. I couldn't get my monitor to turn
Oh,
on. I got a
no.
brand new monitor.
Oh.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to miss the show because I can't see anything.
Mhm.
But it finally popped on like 10 minutes before we started.
we're glad to have you, man. I'm glad things could finally align for us to collaborate or team up, whatever you want to call it.
Heck yeah. Thanks, guys.
Glad our agents can negotiate things.
Yeah. Work something out.
This is the big time, okay, man. You're on the big time now. This is the big show. So.
Hey, we play fantasy football together. You destroy me week to week.
Dude, I forgot how much fun that was. I mean,
It's awesome.
It's been a few years since I really got into it.
Mhm.
I mean, I would start watching games I had no interest in. I'm like, why am I watching this game between the Browns and the Buccaneers? I have no interest in either team. Just
And
to
it
see
just
them
brings
play.
so much interest to it. Every game now, right?
I mean, I still don't watch them all, but it just kind of in the back of my head, I'm like, I wonder if Clay's losing.
Yeah. Or I'm destroying Clay today.
Yeah, dude, I left 60 points on the bench and I still won this week.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my god, it's a fantasy football miracle. Do you
It's been
play
a tight race.
Raven, or you guys play fantasy football?
No, not even. Not like I don't even watch real football typically.
Dude, you're from Alabama.
Dude,
It's in your blood.
it like grow up SEC football, like of course, but like I'm not big into football. I rather like sports in general. I used to play all the time when I was a kid, and as I got older, I just kind of got away from that. Like, but I could sit and watch Olympic weightlifting for hours.
Really?
Yeah, I could watch people like the Olympics, watching the women compete and the men compete. Like, dude, that's my stuff. Like, I love
awesome.
that. But I like watching people power lift, as stupid as that sounds, but sports, I just I don't know.
Just grew
and I
out of
love I like watching BMX,
Really?
skateboard, like the extreme sports, stuff like that. But actual sports, like that, people draw these crowds, I just can't get into.
That's all right. Hey, I want to do a shout out real quick to Mr. Brendan Murphy and God of War 008. And of course, Blood Legends for joining the chat room and watching the show tonight, guys. Thank you. We appreciate it. And of course, if you didn't know, Brandon is a father once again.
Congrats, man.
Yeah. Hey, man, the gaming community came together for him and his son and his family. It was Sean Hunter. I think you guys might follow him on Twitter or vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon's son was premature, I think, by a month.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's having a new kid is hard on any family. I don't care how much money you make. It's always a difficult situation.
Yeah.
And Sean got together and the gaming community came together and got like $500 for Brandon and his family on the GoFundMe.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
Wow.
I mean, I was amazed. There's so much toxicity on Twitter and YouTube and just the gaming community as a whole at times, and seeing everyone come together for Brandon and his family was pretty amazing. I mean, it
when gamers put their mind to stuff, man, we can change the world. Look at EA and all that stuff.
That's true.
It was really amazing. I mean, it just amazed me that gamers came together like that for a fellow gamer.
Yeah.
So it was definitely something special.
It's in the feels.
I know, exactly, man. It was a secret. I tweeted about it, and I was like, man, I just wish I could tell Brandon how much love there is for him and his family. It was really, really cool.
Not everybody in the gaming thing, or not everybody's toxic or
right.
Crazy. I mean,
there's a lot of crazies though. I mean, I'm crazy myself. I can admit that.
Yeah.
It was a really amazing moment. So thank you everyone who helped contribute to that. You guys are double awesome.
Nice.
Hey, I just saw somebody else jump in here. Hold on.
I just dropped the link in my Discord.
Next Level Gaming. What's up, guys? That was Michael and his crew that jumped in last week.
Yeah.
And we had some fun with that one.
Definitely.
Very heated Xbox debates. Yeah. But if you guys have been paying attention this week, the biggest debate's probably been there's one company called Electronic Arts, and they released this game called Star Wars Battlefront 2. And the day before they released it, the CEO of Disney called EA and was like, "Hey guys,
a lot of bad press.
You need to get those microtransactions out of our game, or we're gonna pull the rights from your ass." I was like, "Holy crap! If that story is legit, 100% true,
yeah,
that is insane." The CEO of Disney, one of the biggest entertainment groups in the world, had to call EA and be like, "Guys,
what's going on?"
It's like, he had to take off his Mickey Mouse hat, and then he had to quit watching cartoons for a little bit. And he said, "My Star Wars is messed up." And then he had to call them. And I bet he talks like the guy on, I bet he talks like the guy on Family Guy with a pencil in his head.
Oh,
but my Star Wars messed up. Fix it, EA. And then he gets off and
he's
I don't know, man.
He's smoking $1 million bills,
Yeah, he's doing really crazy stuff. He's probably doing drugs off hookers' backs. And like, let me see about this EA game going on there.
Hey man,
Clay, no, dude.
Clay's pretty passionate about it. He's done a few videos.
Dude, I like. I just don't see the big deal about it, man. Like, I mean, I see the pay to win, but let's just be real. Everybody sucks at Battlefront. Like, you don't get good at Battlefront. You just get a little better each time. Like,
I just played the beta and I just saw that it was pay to win from the beginning. It felt pay to win, pay to all of that from the beginning. Like, they built the game with that in mind, and they're trying to backtrack now. And it's just like, how are you backtracking on something you built from the ground up? But that's just my thought on the thing.
Oh man, I've seen your videos. You're pretty passionate about it. Yeah. Don't be shy, man.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, it worked because the guys backtrack and the gamers won. And I think right now they have some of the governments, man, are calling for people to calling to be looked at as for microtransaction and basically call it gambling. And obviously, if it's gambling, then a lot of states aren't going to allow it. So for those guys who hate loot crates and all that crap, that pay to win stuff. I guess it worked. I wish people would be that passionate about Madden every year and stop buying a damn thing and until they.
True, that needs to stop too.
Yeah, but
well, did you see Belgium actually
I think
announced that it
FIFA's okay because you have pairs. You don't have to buy FIFA. You have options.
True.
If you want a football game, the only option you have is Madden. That's a monopoly, you know. So.
Yeah, but they don't care, man. I'm telling you, like, I mean,
we pick and choose what we want to, you know, rally behind, and that's unfortunate.
Honestly, see, that's what got me. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I think it's Star Wars fans that really push this forward. I mean, dude, it's like Nintendo fans. You don't touch their franchises and make them to where they're unenjoyable or could possibly not be entertaining to everyone.
Yeah.
Like, that's where I feel like they messed up at, you know. Those fans are passionate, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
I hear you.
I didn't have an issue with it. I mean, I knew that. I'm getting a little bit older, so perhaps my eye-to-hand coordination ain't what it used to be.
Yeah.
So I'm not very good at multiplayer sometimes, but I still enjoy it. But the thought never crossed my mind of me spending $100 to get my Boba Fett up to level 10 or however it works.
Yeah.
I got a better jetpack, but I'm sure there was. I mean, no. I heard Boba Fett is if you spend money on him, he is a monster. Because I played as him in the Heroes versus Villains mode, and a Jedi would attack me, I just fly off.
Yeah.
So I can imagine you boosting your jetpack up to level 10, and then just shooting rockets from above, which might be kind of cheating. But
so, did any of you guys buy Battlefront?
Oh yeah,
I have not.
Man.
I got it on the X.
So
I love Star Wars transcends microtransactions, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's such a. I mean, come on. I mean, it doesn't matter. That thing can have microtransactions. It can have free to play. It can. The game can get a solid 2 out of 10 rating, and it would still sell millions of copies.
Yeah,
if I got a 2, I've been waiting. I've been like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
When with that PS4 I bought, it came with like the deluxe edition, I think.
Yeah.
So
with the crates and the cards.
Yeah, so it comes with these crates that automatically give me epic cards for like 3 of the heroes.
Yeah.
Really?
And it gives me an epic card for each one of the classes as well. So I like that, for instance, and like I've played the game on the Xbox without having the deluxe edition, so without purchasing crates, and you do not get crates that are that good. Like I hadn't even got an epic drop on just a basic crate, and I bought a few of them. Like not even close to like even I think a rare. I think they do rare as well, like the blue ones, but. So that automatically put me like in a head start position.
So they stacked the deck a little bit for you for buying the deluxe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. And to me, like that's shady. Like I don't like the card system where, you know, like that what they're talking about, that's dirty. Like I don't like stuff like that. They're like one of the only ones I've seen do stuff like that. So I mean it's kinda hard on if they're intentionally doing it, you know, like from a gamer perspective.
How much you played of it, Craig?
You was probably let's see, on the Xbox I probably played a few hours, and then on the PlayStation 4 I've been playing for a few hours. I don't know, I probably played about 15 hours total.
Have you invested in the star cards yet with the junk you get? Is it junk that you get, or is it what is it?
No, I hadn't crafted anything.
Okay. That's what I did last night. I skipped over that and was just playing the game. I'm like, what do I do with all these cards and all these extra points I have? And I went through the heavy weapon class and unlocked like almost everything, every little star card for the advantage. I'm like, ooh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm kind of seeing it now. I kind of see what people are complaining about.
Yeah, like if you go against somebody that you can tell right off the bat when they kill you if they got good cards equipped or not.
Yeah.
Like, cause they'll wipe you out.
And see, that's my biggest frustration is I don't want to jump into the game and already have a disadvantage going against somebody that's stacked with cards and bought a deluxe edition or something like that, and just be wiped out and just get discouraged because like it goes back to that whole Activision patent. They're making us discouraged, so then we want to buy them.
The stuff that you get is for like Ray and Kylo Ren, and during the match you have to accumulate enough points to unlock them. So it's not like, you know, you can just, I mean, heroes versus villains mode, you could jump in with all your abilities turned on.
Yeah.
But if you're just playing the normal game, you have to unlock the special characters while you're playing. You'll get points during battle. You know, if you 10-player kill streak, you'll get 1,000 points.
So you unlock them and then like you use the crafting parts to upgrade them, you're saying?
Well, yeah, there is some heroes and villains that are still locked overall in the game, like Darth Vader. You have to spend, I think it's 10,000 points to get him. You guys there?
Yeah, I think that's what they lowered it to.
Yeah, I can't remember. I'm sorry. I'll play it later. I can tell you then. But
yeah, something like that. They're all around like 10, 15,000.
Yeah.
Some are already unlocked. But like if you're playing a regular match of a Galactic Assault, you'll start as a stormtrooper. And if you start getting kills and doing cool shit, you'll get points. And then if you die, the character select screen will come up. You can be a normal stormtrooper, a heavy, a specialist, or if you have enough points, you can be Darth Maul during your next life, or so and so. And then those epic cards would come.
Is that after you've unlocked them outside of the game? I mean, there's some already unlocked, but like the Luke and Darth, you have to unlock.
Correct. Yeah, you still
Gotcha.
unlock them by playing the game.
I'm just trying to figure it out because I haven't bought it. So,
have you guys played through the story at all?
I finished the story. Yeah, I think it took like 6 hours or so.
Yeah,
it's not that long.
I'm still playing the story now.
I liked it, but I'm not big into Star Wars, but I really enjoyed it.
It was as a Star Wars fan kind of predictable.
Yeah,
because they kept saying like, "Oh, she's this badass Imperial soldier who takes no shit," blah 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 blah. And then I'm like, "Wait a minute, okay, you're making it too obvious, guys. Tone down a little bit." And then, but I felt like it was like a greatest hits game. Like, hey, you get to play as this character and plays this, and
see, that's what I heard. It was just a Star Wars greatest hits style campaign, but
I had fun with it though, because playing as one of the characters, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, playing as the heroes is crazy fun, man.
And when I got to be one of my favorite characters, I was sitting there going, "Oh!" I'll be completely honest, I fanboyed out when I was playing as one character.
Who? Which one?
Who else, man? Come on.
I don't know. All I know is like Han Solo. And
well, I don't want to spoil it for people that haven't played it. I mean, I guess it doesn't.
Spoiler alert.
When you were Luke Skywalker, that's my inner fanboy kicked in.
Oh, nice.
On that, what's it, Pelio? That planet was called Pelio or Pelio or?
Are you talking?
Have you beat it yet?
That? No, I hadn't finished it yet.
Well, spoiler.
Dude, no, but it's not spoiling anything because honestly, like I imagine they would have something in there because I saw that he was in the game, but yeah. I like the characters. I like the characters in the story.
Yeah,
like even the side characters, and I feel like the people BioWare should have paid attention to the guys at DICE on facial animations because. Geez, they're good, man.
I talked to an animator from EA. He's like, "Yeah, I animated this scene, animated that scene." I'm like, "Oh, really? That's." I'm all trying to stay calm, like, "Oh man, that's really cool. Good work."
Yeah,
part of me
really
like,
awesome.
Oh my god! And then I was on Instagram. You know, I got my Instagram. I posted the that little image that EA said, that little text blurb, and saying, "We're changing the game. Yeah. You know, our bad. Sorry, we'll do better." And one guy was like, "Oh, I hope you're having fun with the game." I'm like, "Hell yeah, man. It's been pretty sweet. I just finished the campaign." And this guy was a motion capture artist for it. He, at the beginning of the game, he's interrogating Versio. Remember that? You guys remember that guy at the beginning of the game?
Yeah.
Rebel dude. Yeah. He played him. And that was his character. And then he did like different animation for characters and whatnot.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So I
It
was
was
like, hey, kind of cool.
like the story. Like I feel like it's just let's give those guys a story because all they did was complain that we didn't do it the first time. Like I feel like it's just to get everyone to shut up about a story in the game. But on the other hand, I felt like it was long enough to be satisfying. It felt like one big giant tutorial.
That's
Like,
yeah. Thank you. That's what. Okay, you played Battlefield 1, right?
yeah,
Battlefield 1's campaign was just a tutorial for the multiplayer.
yeah,
I mean, it was really cool. It had some really great moments and it's amazingly beautiful. But it felt like, hey, go fly the airplane. Hey, go control a tank. Hey, go ride a horse.
yeah. Hey, play as this hero character. Hey,
yeah,
yeah,
you know, that's how you're
yeah.
right. That's how it kind of feels like.
And it felt just like that. Like I honestly like I was like, let me guess, I'm gonna control a battleship or something next, or a Star Wing, or I don't know, man. I don't know this Star Wars lingo, bro. I'm like,
Time out. Hold on, I'm muting. No, I'm joking.
yeah, but it was like clockwork. But it was fun though. Like, only thing I hate flying missions. Like,
Dude,
I
when
I
you go
like.
off and the Death Star's been destroyed and you're flying around, I died 4 times crashing into shit.
Oh,
Yeah, I did too at first. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like,
I was
but
getting so mad.
I mean, I'm not like I said, I'm not big into Star Wars,
Oh.
but I enjoy the lore and stuff like that. And I don't know, just like the flying missions, the first couple of times, I was like, okay, this is fun. And then after a while, I was like, gosh, they sent me in space one more time. I'm gonna just crash this thing and be done with my life.
I'm going home. Forget you guys. I'm flying home.
and see, that would be appealing to me because of all the open world games we've had this year. It's kind of nice just to have something linear. It sounds like that would be fun to just start to finish.
Yeah,
that
it's a lot of fun though.
It'll take you 5 to 6 hours, maybe 7 if you're getting all the 5 to 8 hours, depending on how much you want to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and see, that would be perfect. Just start to finish. I know I can sit down a couple sittings and beat it, not just 40 hours I got to play till I beat it. You know what I mean? Like all the games we've had this year, we've been like lucky, but I'm just saying it's nice to have those smaller ones in there too.
Well, let me ask you guys this: every year, the guys buy Call of Duty and other games like that, and most people don't play the campaign. They go straight to the multiplayer.
Right.
But then when they make games like PUBG, which sells crazy numbers, it doesn't have a single player campaign. Nobody balks. But then on some other games like Battlefront 1, everyone was like, oh, the single campaign, it needed a single campaign. And it's like, okay, well, now it has a single campaign, but 99.9% of the people play the multiplayer. And so
Right.
at what point do we tell the developers, hey, on this type of shooter, just focus all your resources on making sure that the multiplayer is the perfect part versus just throwing together some shitty single player just to say, hey, we got it tacked on.
So do you think we chalk that up to cost? Like I know PUBG is 30 or something. Like, do we make the games cheaper if we're not going to throw in a single player, or do we do something like that? You think?
I think that'd be perfect. This year we had what was it? The Crash Bandicoot. We had the Uncharted game. Now all of those games, basically the last games of the year, were like $30 for Sony, and they may not have been the biggest, fullest, feature-rich game, but for $30, it was a great offer. It was something great about that. But paying $60 for a multiplayer only game, I can understand. But look at PUBG; it's going to be $29.
Exactly.
So I think if a developer wants to do that, I could see a Call of Duty doing that. But
exactly what I was going to say when you're done. If Call of Duty did that, I would definitely want to go back and play World War II if I didn't have to pay $60 for the entire package. I'm with you there. Go.
Exactly. I think that is the way to go. Because right now developers are talking about, we're spending so much money making these big experiences and stuff like that. But I'm like, well, that's your problem. That's the part of gaming that you have to do.
Oh, go ahead.
That's just the cost of doing business. You can't.
There's no way Activision would have sold Overwatch for $40 upon release. They've been like, oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
$60 with 4 DLC packs.
Yep.
Hey, but I will say,
Look,
like
that's the problem.
Overwatch,
Yeah,
they
go
don't
ahead.
charge for maps and
Yeah.
characters, and the loot boxes are only cosmetic. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's awesome. Like,
Yeah.
Do you know what got us to this point with Battlefront 2 having the loot crates?
Mm-hmm.
It's because people bitched about the season pass for the original Battlefront. It was $50. Right. Granted, I didn't buy it. I bought it when it was like $10 on one sale just to get new content. So
See, I don't mind about the whole season thing because it's definitely optional, and I don't have to buy it, which I don't. I never buy that stuff.
I always do. I'm such a tool. I buy it like every time.
Okay, here's why I don't. And I'm just tell you guys, this is why I don't. It's because what was that game? It guaranteed you they were gonna support it for the future, but the game sold like crap, and they didn't even freaking do the DLC.
Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah, Mass Effect is another one. I mean, there's a bunch of examples, but it's like that stuff is not guaranteed, and who's to say that the DLC that they're gonna have is gonna be worthwhile? You know, I'd rather purchase it separately whenever on my own terms. Yeah.
And you know, when these services say like PUBG, right? It's only as good as its player base, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you invest, say on any of these games, even Star Wars. Say any of these games, you're buying loot crates. Say you actually bought loot crates. You're investing your time into this. You know, that's all you play. Well, what happens when it doesn't get supported anymore? And the reason I say that is because I got I don't know about you guys, but I played Marvel Omega occasionally.
Yeah.
And it recently was said that it is shutting down the servers.
December 31st.
Dude, that makes me furious because you know what? These free-to-play games, if I enjoy them, I try to spend at least $20 on them because it helps them. It lets them know that I'm investing into what they're doing, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Like Paragon, like I said, I spent hundreds of dollars. So not like $400, but I spent probably about $150 total. And that's not counting the $100 when I bought the Founders Edition when it came out.
Damn, crazy.
But like these games like that, these free to play, like a lot of them are small developers. They need support. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I really like this game. I mean, so I have paid like $20. I recently did it like probably about a month ago. So to have this be said, I mean, you can only play this online. Yeah. That your purchase now is just vanished in thin air. That just lets you know like how fragile these server-based services are. Yeah. To where if you do invest, it's kind of like it's your own. You know, just be cautious because as quickly as you give is as quickly as they can shut down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Here's the thing. I don't mind it if it's like a Madden or something like that. If it's an annual game, I mean, because come on, do you really expect them to, you know, keep supporting Madden 13 with new content? It's like, come on, we have to be realistic about it. I think a good 2 solid years is probably okay for the support. Look at MLB. They support the game until the next one comes out, and then eventually they turn the servers off, and I'm okay with that. Yeah. But, you know, again, a game that, you know, there has to be some kind of shelf life on it because, you know.
Well, this game just came out on consoles. You know what I'm saying?
It was, July, right?
Yeah, I mean, dude, I was still playing gigantic on Xbox. I didn't give them any money, but I'm just saying, I mean, that's a cool, neat little game, but I mean, Jesus, Marvel just came out. Like, it was a big deal on PlayStation. You know, it came to PlayStation first, it was going to Xbox. Like, they just did the beta during the summer.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
I bought the pack on the Xbox because they were supposed to be getting this native 4K enhancements. Well, I guess that's just shot in the dark because only thing I'm gonna be getting is nothing, just zilch. I'll have that icon on my Xbox dashboard that I can click on. It'll say servers not found.
Have you
Like,
tried asking for a refund yet? Or I know Microsoft's more willing.
honestly, dude,
Craven,
Microsoft and their
you're such a, I mean, I know you're not an Xbox guy, but you're a big supporter of them.
To what?
yeah, dude.
Craven's a big supporter of Xbox, but he has like the worst issues.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
So
like
So
everybody, I have an Xbox, right? I bought an Xbox One X. I'm not gonna get in this. It's a long story, but I got up one morning and I'm like, oh snap! Now I want to tell you, the system's awesome. I like it. Only thing I hate about it is still got that garbage UI, and the games look great, but Jesus, like I'm waiting. It's almost like sharing a screenshot or a clip is almost as like using a rotary phone. Like Jesus, like why? I mean, even Nintendo get it.
takes too long.
Yeah, well, it's just like, hey, you want to take a screenshot of this action? All right, we'll press this Xbox button here.
Yeah.
Now you need to press the Y or X button. I'm like, Jesus, I already passed what I want to take a picture of, man. I'm going through the drive-through over here. There's nothing instant about it. And then say, hey, you want to share that picture? All right, well, let's do that. Share it to Twitter. All right. Your friends see it on Twitter.
Get a link.
Oh, they gotta click on the link. Yeah, how many people are gonna do that? How many?
I'll
Let's
admit,
just be
I'm
real.
lazy. I'm lazy. My friends will post a picture. I'm like, I ain't clicking on that. Sorry.
Dude, unless that picture is in my face, I'm sorry. Unless that video is playing already on Twitter, I am not gonna click on a link and go and look at your picture. Like, that seems like the most dumbest thing. Like, why is that something we're still having an issue with? Like,
Too many steps and too much work.
Dude, I look, and I'll send tweets to Mike Barr like on a monthly basis.
Mike won't say shit to you unless you're.
No, he won't. I send him monthly. Hey, Mike, how's that screenshot stuff going? Nintendo, get it? Come on, man. Hey, why? What's going on here, bro? But anyways, get up. Come on here. Cut off my Xbox tonight before everything was great. Doesn't make any noises. You can't even tell the thing's on. It's amazing. Go in here, cut it on. All it does is go doodle. All right, that typically means it's booting up, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, sir. No, sir. I tried it, and I was like, all right, well, let me go press it again. Every time you press the button, it'll go doodle, 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 doodle. I feel like Mario getting coins, Like, it just wasn't happening. And I was like, what in the Sam Hill? So then I unplug it, plug it back in, press the button. It doesn't start the first time, press the second time. It's like, oh, sorry, Daniel, I was asleep for a long time. My Xbox was sleeping hard from playing all these nights. He was wiping the crust from his eyes. He's like, sorry. And I'm like, no, are you okay, Xbox? He's like, I don't know. I just feel a little dizzy. I was like, well, you're going to feel real dizzy because I'm putting you back in the box to take you back to the store. So you're like, I can't, dude. I had that thing. I got it day one, November 7th. If you are already giving me problems 2 weeks in, then there is an issue, bro. Like, I've bought consoles day one since like the Nintendo 64, SNES, my Dreamcast. You don't, when you have issues that soon in the process, and I know it happens from time to time, but I've been seeing on Twitter, like, it's not just me, man. It's
me too, yeah.
It's a wide variety of people. And that are like Xbox fanatics. And I just kind of giggle inside when it happens because they're such jerks sometimes when I bring up my concerns about the Xbox. So to see it kind of sizzle, when they get home all excited, oh, golly gee, and cut it on, and then it does that. Like, I feel bad for them. Like, oh, bro, sorry, man. But I don't know, man. Like, I hope they fix their stuff.
It seems like, man, they just can't get any good momentum. It's like it's always something. Just when stuff is going good or something like that, it's something.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay, talk again.
No, I was just saying that it just seems like the Xbox can't get any momentum.
Is Jay breaking up on y'all's end?
Yeah, Jay, you sound like Johnny 3000.
Jay,
nope. You guys don't hear me?
You're breaking up real bad, brother.
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Okay.
You sound like the Pepsi man on Back to the Future.
All right, can you guys hear me now?
You're still breaking up, dude.
All right, I'm going to try to jump back in.
All right, go ahead. I was like, man, my connection must be really bad right now.
I thought it was just me, so I was just going to ignore it.
just let it pass.
This will pass in time. This will pass.
No, I don't think the problem is widespread as some people might put it out to be. I mean, that's what happens when you buy a system the first week or two. Any console has that problem. Any console.
I always hear people say that, but I don't know, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I really enjoyed it when I had it. Like I guess it's just the whole aspect of like playing 360 games. I know that sounds silly, but to buy a $500 console to play, but to go back and play Shadow of the Damned and it runs so good and even look better, I guess. Like
that's what I've heard.
Yeah, I mean, that is such a cool thing. Like, that's one thing I hope Sony with the PS5, like, we play our PS4 games and they just run better and look better. Like, that would be sick, you know?
That'd be appealing, yeah, the backwards.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like, I mean, you see people talk about it, but I feel like that is such a generational move forward in a sense to where your games from before and even games that you have now are running better on the hardware that they release, and they don't have to be patched for it. You know, that's sick. You know, that's really cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I liked it, but
the PS4 Pro has a boost mode, so
yeah, it does.
It's called beast mode. Beast mode.
Beast mode.
We got beast mode, so
got to make sure that thing's on. No, dude, your PS4 Pro is. I enjoy it. But I mean, when I got my 4K TV, like I was telling, like me and J Dubs were talking, you know, prior, like say like Battlefront, it looks amazing on both platforms.
Yeah.
But if you play it on the X, you're definitely going to be able to tell a difference if you go back to the Pro. And it's not like in how it plays, but it's like little things that are going to stand out. Like we were saying, how vegetation will form. You know, the draw distances are so much better and stuff. But it's not like game breaking. It's not. You're not going to feel like you're missing out on anything. But, you know, and I gotta get out there and get that Xbox One X. You know, you don't have that urge to go get it just because I got them greater draw distances, Dave. You know, it's like
here's the thing. Okay,
yeah, there you go. Kratos, you sound great, by the way.
Okay, good.
You sound good. You're good.
Would you guys rather have preferred to not have had the Pro and not been playing in 4K for a whole year, and then have something similar to the X where it's the same exact thing as the X, you know, exact same?
I would have wanted that.
I don't, and I'm gonna tell you why. That's because that would have still prolonged yet another year that the PS5 wasn't gonna come out. So and not saying that I'm in a rush for PS5 to come, but guys, we've been in this. I mean, this next year is going to be 5 years that we've been in this.
That's crazy.
This gaming cycle. We're pushing towards the end of this generation, and I don't want to do like what we did last generation, where that generation lasts like freaking 8 years. So that really pushed me over to the PC more, because once you reach the end of the console's life and the technology, and once you start seeing PC games and stuff like that, it's just hard to bear. Like, I literally didn't play my PS3 or my Xbox 360 for a while. I mean, I moved to PC and I never looked back. And then once this generation came along, then it really closed the gap. So,
hey, I was playing my PS3 Monday. Wait, today is Tuesday. I was playing my PS3 on Sunday.
oh yeah,
I have a PS3. Remember those PlayStation monitors they had? They were 3D.
yeah. I had one.
Okay, well, mine still works amazingly. I don't know how,
Nice.
Nice.
but do you guys know who Alpha Fox Hardware is? Or Alpha Fox something? I don't know.
Nah.
Alpha Fox. Is that on Twitter?
Yeah, on Twitter, you know.
Yeah.
That real enthusiastic kid.
Yeah.
He was talking about 3D on the PS3.
Mm-hmm.
He was washing the dishes.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh,
Dude, I thought I was the only person that bought that. I mean,
no, man.
I literally used to
wanted
use it. I used to play Sokum.
Oh, in 3D?
Yeah.
I was playing Jack and Daxter in 3D, man. It looked pretty damn good for an HD remaster of a game for what, 2001?
Yeah.
But no, I know what you're saying. I mean, going from the PS3 to PS4, but I found myself going back to the PS3 sometimes and just kind of fiddling around.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the PlayStation Store is, oh my God, it's so slow.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the PS3 PlayStation Store?
Oh my God.
Dude, you remember
Oh.
when it wasn't a store, it was a website?
Yeah. That
Mhm.
And I was like, Sony, what are you doing, guys?
Come on, guys.
Why am I going to a website to buy games digitally? And then it was me and my friend wanting to play what was it, Rainbow Six or something on PS3?
Mhm.
I have to call them because we couldn't like chat unless we were in the game. You remember that?
Yeah.
So you couldn't like just chat and be in the party and be like, yo, hey, what's going on, man? Let's play so and so. It was like we were playing Warhawk and it'd be like, hey, you want to go play Rainbow Six? Yeah, okay. Hey, when we get in there, remember Rainbow Six, I'm going to send you an invite because, you know, I'm not going to be able to talk to you. And I have to call them on my phone, let them know that I'm sitting. Dude, it was like it was the craziest thing. I'm so glad they called on, though, man.
Yeah.
Glad they copied Microsoft.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
they made it a lot more enjoyable.
Mhm.
So,
But no, I still like the XMB. It's pretty easy to use and navigate. But yeah, that jump from PS3 to PS4, you're like, oh damn.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. You're right about that, dude. It's very it was a nice little jump. Even at the time I wasn't ready for it. I'm like, oh, I'm not ready for PS4. And then I was like, oh yes I am.
like,
Well-
how would you guys like console generations? Like, I would be fine. Look, as long as my games weren't affected, like, I would be fine. Like every like 2-3 years, like no joke.
Oh,
See,
Nah,
that's what I think Microsoft
nah.
is headed towards. I think they want to do something like that, where all your games follow you, just like a PC, but they want to have their console or their platform everywhere, so you can play your games.
Nah, that ain't gonna happen. And I'm gonna tell you why. How often do the developer? I mean, we all know developers don't really get a grip on the hardware, and they're able to harness the actual the power of the unit until like at least 3 to 4 years into the generation. Sometime too, you know, for the more talented developers. We're going to be getting crappy games, and there is not going to be any reason besides resolution and frames that is going to force them to give us the high quality games. And I think it's, you know, because they're going to be like, look, another system is going to come out in about another 2 to 3 years. So they're not going to take advantage of it. I mean, right now, they're really not taking advantage of the Pro and the X as it is. I want to move to another generation so they can make PS5 and Xbox 2 only games. I want to be able to see and know that I can only play this on this system. And that means that they're using 100% or a lot of the hardware. I don't want just the resolution and just the frames. And I think that's what we got with the X and the Pro. Next generation, what with PS5 and Xbox 2, what more can they offer? I mean, I think once they reach 4K 60, that's the max on what they can do, and like that's it. How are you going to keep trying to sell a $500 unit to somebody every 2 years? It's hard to sell them on $399 and $500 and $499 for the Pro and the X.
What do you like? I feel like when this generation started, neither console maker knew what consumers want. And you know what they always say, like, consumers don't even know what consumers want. You know what I mean?
True.
Oh, shit.
So
I agree with that. Look at Apple. They don't
Yeah.
ask you what kind of iPhone you have. They'll take the headphone port off of it. They'll take the home button off of it and say, deal with it. And guess what? People will still line up outside because they didn't know that, hey, I didn't even know that I needed this. Now that I have it, this is one reason I think Microsoft has the wrong strategy. You don't ask the gamers what they want. You provide what you want to see go forward, and the gamers will adapt. But you can't pull any shady stuff because the gamers will call you out on it. And that's what happened.
You don't think bringing all the games from generation to generation is going to bridge that gap and like make them want to buy that next console, like you were saying?
Okay, I'll tell you this. I literally have yet to buy a Xbox 360 or a OG Xbox game on my X or my S. I'm not into that. I have literally never bought a PS3 game, for my PlayStation 4 or for the Pro. Even the PlayStation Now, I tried it, the free trial one time to test it out to see how it run, and that's it. Once I play these games and I've experienced them, why would I want to go back to that? I'm looking for the new version of that. Don't give me something I've been playing for the last 15 years. Give me the next generation. Like, for example, look at God of War. As much as I like God of War 3, I enjoyed it, but I'm not looking forward to playing God of War 2 or God of War 1. I'm looking for that next thing that I never got to play. I'm looking for, the betterment of that and furthering that. I don't look backwards. That's why I keep my consoles for the nostalgia purpose. I don't want them to focus a bunch of resources on giving me old crap that I got burnt out on for the last, 15 years.
Will the average consumer want that? Will they want to be able to, some kid younger wants to play the God of War games and the new one's coming out? Does he have, what I mean?
It's a great feature. It needs to be a great feature. It should not be a selling point. Because if that's the case, then what happened this generation? At the beginning, we were crying, oh man, there's no new games, there's nothing but remaster. They keep remaster. They remastered for like the first 2 years. We complained and cried about it. Now we're saying basically the same thing. Hey, yeah, give me the old stuff. And it's like, look, I'm grateful I finally got The Last Guardian. I'm grateful that I'm having the Shadow of the Colossus. But if that's all they're gonna make and not give me anything new, then we have a problem.
Oh yeah, good too.
For example, the Xbox, they've dedicated all this time on giving you old ass games, and yet they have nothing new, and that's the problem. You can't do that.
Dude, that's what ticked me off, I guess, about it is like, correct me if I'm wrong. Like anybody, I bought an X, anyways, at E3, right? Mm-hmm. They was talking about like all these games that were going to be available in or around the launch, I guess. And, some of them were in question, like Destiny 2 and COD, but you kind of figured that they would eventually get the enhanced, version. But, they were talking about Doom and Skyrim and so on and so on and so on. Mm-hmm. All right, so here, and Minecraft was one of the main ones. They were showing off, at E3, like how amazing it looks, this new Super Duper pack. Mm-hmm. And, but then when it comes out, it just feels like like they're fumbling, I guess, because it's like, I boot up, dude. I boot up my X. I put it in there. I have 31 enhanced games. Now, I buy a lot of games, man. I double dip. Like, I'll buy it on my PS4 and I'll buy it on my X. So like I had like Conan, which I did go back and play because it actually made it better. But games that I was wanting to play through again, like Doom, wasn't available. Fallout wasn't available. A lot of the games that they were pushing, Minecraft definitely wasn't available. In fact, they pushed it back to like 2018 when they're going to bring that.
It got delayed.
Yeah,
no, Forza Horizon 3. Yeah, it's I think in middle of January.
Yeah, dude,
and that's their marquee game.
Yeah, I bought that just for the X. I probably played maybe 30 minutes of that game. And I said, you know what, I'm going to save this for the X because I feel like the graphics, I mean, they look good on a lot of parts. So I feel like they look kind of, you can tell like they're cutting corners to make it work the way they want to on the Xbox One S. And I want that other experience. So I haven't been playing that. So now that was one I was really excited about jumping into. And now it's like, oh, January, man. You know how it is? No, I don't know how it is because, you're buying this system, man, that is totally dependent upon these other developers. And what kills me about it, is like Pro, when it came out and people will say, yeah, well, the Pro came out, it didn't have a lot of stuff. We need to understand when the Pro came out, it didn't have a lot of stuff, but
I thought it had like 50 games at launch.
But what I'm saying, like Uncharted 4, I believe, was in that proximity of when it came out.
Ratchet & Clank,
Last of Us. A lot of these games that you play, Diablo was one of them. Like a lot of these games were within that launch window. You get it? And it does not seem like that. It seems like it reminds me of how they announced 360 backwards compatibility. And then instead of releasing the games when they get, they make a big deal out of when this is now X enhanced or this is now backwards compatible. Hey guys, you can play Luminous backwards compatible. Like it reminds me of the same thing. Like they make an event out of it. And it's like, bro, the event should have been the launch of the console. With that, like, I was really disappointed about that because then in the end, because the UI looks exactly the same. I think the UI is like, it runs a little bit faster, but and to go in and out from when you press the Xbox button, it's faster, but it still has hang-ups in a lot of certain way. Mixer still crashes. They have a lot of software issues,
which is surprising for a software company.
Yeah, like that.
But that's just Windows. Windows is always. I mean, dude, it is Windows.
That UI is dumb, and it was dumb when they announced it in 2013. Like how they were going to do it, how everything, even your options, is an app. Everything's an app. So basically, it's never open. Like when you're on your PlayStation, and I will say, like PlayStation, the UI, especially with everything they're adding, sometimes it does hang up. Like if you're playing a game and you're trying to do stuff to the option, it's going to hang here and there. But when I'm on my Xbox and I'm like, I want to go to options, you literally boot up the options app and then it goes to the options. There's always this one extra step. I do not understand why they thought that was the best route to go. Like everything's an app. So for example, the UI, the way they made it faster. All right, the UI, they were talking about reading messages and all that. Yeah, it's a lot faster. The reason it's faster is because it operates in the same way as their apps do. So it doesn't load up your messages. It doesn't load up your friends list. It doesn't load up any of that. But it will if you open the menu, find your friends, click on that, then it'll load up your friends. Or if you want to read your messages, you have to click on the message, then it'll load up the message. So it kind of, adds these extra steps to, it's almost like an illusion that is so much faster, but the illusion is it's not showing you as much. Is in return, it's giving you speed, But it's really disappointing that the UI is still as funky as it is on the Xbox One S. Like, that's annoying. Like, and when I go from my PS4 to my PS4 Pro, the UI is exactly the same. It runs the same, and it's comfortable. But the problem is I have with the X and the One is that the X is supposed to be so much more powerful. Yet it's still it still runs like an old Volvo. You know what I'm saying? Like that UI, like it's like it's a Ferrari and it doesn't know it's a Ferrari. It still thinks it's a Volvo. Like, and I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. Like, every time I feel like they make a step forward, they take like 3 steps back, and it's like, and like things that they're doing, they make it seem like they're big events where it should just be common knowledge, and these things
I have a
should
question
just be
based upon your point.
Another question.
So your point of bringing it as they're fumbling, do you think that Microsoft is fumbling, calling this year a loss? Hey, we got the new console, let's market that. Let's push all of this to 2018 to try to take on what Sony has with God of War, Days Gone, Detroit Become Human. Do you guys think that they're doing something like that to try to take that on?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I think
I don't, because here's the thing. Okay, you can't fight major games with nothing but major games. You have to have major games. No hardware it will ever, you know what I'm saying, will ever outdo major games.
Oh no, I'm saying they chalked 2017 up as a loss, and then Sony's got all these games coming out in 2018, and they pushed Crackdown 3 back. They pushed these patches for Horizon Zero. I'm not Horizon, but what's the Horizon 3? They pushed all these things to 2018 to try to ease that, because they don't have any games other than those, and the development cycle passed a year or two.
Dude, this whole gen, Xbox has been trying to do what Sony's been doing in a lot of aspects. Like, look, y'all gonna make fun of me probably, but just hear me out, all right?
I have a question
so,
too, if you're done.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, if Microsoft didn't stumble out the gate the way they did, with all the DRM and all the other crazy policies that had to do the 180 on, let's say, Sony's at what, 67 million sold?
Yeah.
And Microsoft's at what, about 35, 36?
30. They're at 30.
Well, that was a long time ago, though. They had to be
that was just a couple of months ago.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like,
it was just a couple of months ago.
If it was like 67 to 55, do you think Microsoft would have ever went all in on backwards compatibility?
No. Nope. Everything they did this generation was based on them out the gate losing, and then on top of that, the fans didn't actually go and buy the game, so they were kind of stuck,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like,
because I think BC is cool to have. It's a good option to have. I know Jay don't like playing the older games, but maybe someone wants to go play Gears 1 or Halo, or
I played Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, KOTOR. I think it's a cool option to have. It's a cool feature. But I just wonder if Microsoft would have been all in on it if the battle wasn't the battle. I'm sorry, it's console wars, y'all.
Yeah.
If the gap was closer, if they would
don't get me wrong now. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. I think backwards compatibility is cool, and it's a great option in feature. Think about it. The PlayStation 3 had it first. They did it last generation. So this is not anything new. Microsoft didn't just make this. It's just you can't have backwards compatibility you can't use that as a crutch in replacement of actual new games.
Right.
Right now, Microsoft is riding the coattails of 360 and OG Xbox games because they don't have any games. And you can't do that. You can't just say, okay, I'm going to just give you guys a bunch of old ass games and give you a brand new hardware and then have a nice day. It's like, and that's basically what they've done so far. And that's a big problem to me, especially me, because I don't play those old games like that. Plus, guys, keep in mind, the freaking Switch is out, and they're getting some of the old games. So I'd definitely rather play those games on the Switch than the Xbox. It just makes sense for a handheld, let alone a new $500 6 teraflop system.
Talk about the Switch real quick. The Switch is pure game. It's gaming at its purest.
Yes.
There's no online chat. Well, there is, but it's really shitty. Let's be honest. You can't message people. I'm sitting there playing Mario Kart with my son. I'm like, oh, I want to say something to him real quick. I can't. I gotta text his mom. You know.
Yeah.
There's no trophy system.
Not yet.
Not yet. Whatever they're doing, they're working on one cool. If not, whatever, it's fine with me. There's no virtual console yet.
Yep, not yet.
And people are buying it, but it's selling game bangers. Nintendo's released 8 exclusives this year?
Yeah.
The software lineup's been amazing. The game, I mean, it's all about gaming.
Yeah.
I think it already sold over. It's already over 7 million, right?
Yeah, I think it's right at 10.
It's amazing that we're over here, talking about trophies and backwards compatibility and all this stuff, and then you get to the Switch and you're just like, oh man, I'm playing a game. I'm not worried about my trophy score or how many achievements I have, or if this game has a new patch for resolution. You're just playing the games and having fun with them, and that's my Switch.
That's because Nintendo is selling you a system based on games for games. Xbox is selling you a system. Microsoft is selling you a system based on resolution. That's basically what it is. And I mean, I can't put it in any other. They've touted 4K, 4K, 4K for the last 2 years. And the system obviously is giving you some 4K and mostly checkerboard or true 4K or whatever. And for whatever it is, it's a great system. Again, until you come with some titles that can take advantage of it 100%. And new experiences, not the old stuff. You can't count games that you've already made money off of 10 years ago, as even though Black Ops made the NPD again one time, Black Ops 2, which is a shame. That's a shame, but to each his own.
You know what they need? They need, honestly, they need a game like Rise. But not Rise. They need a game like Sunset Overdrive. They need something like that says we are looking into new ideas and new areas. Somebody on Twitter was posting Phil Spencer talking back in 2014, and it was tweets that he said, and it was stuff like, we got this stuff out of the way. We're concentrating on hardware. I mean, on our first party development and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and that was that was 3 years ago.
Exactly.
So this is 3 years. This is now, and then it's this is what he shaped it into. He,
talking about the games he canceled.
Yeah, well, it makes you wonder, what is he talking about? But I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like if 2018 comes around, I know video games are just like this, guys. We're always waiting for the next 6 months, or the next year.
Right.
But I feel like 2018 comes around. We gotta keep this in mind. After State of Decay and after
Sea of
Thieves and after Crackdown 3.
What else?
They'll be done. They'll be gone. They'll be out the window.
Ori and the Blind Forest 2.
Yeah, that looks good. But we're talking about these,
confirmed.
Yeah, these titles that they have been, check it out. They've been talking about Sea of Thieves for years, and same thing with Crackdown, years.
I mean, do you guys actually think? Ori and the Blind Forest is going to be able to compete with Days Gone, Detroit Becomes Human, God of War, all these other big mega. I mean, 2018 is going to be a killer. Right now, if you think, look at the Amazon top selling right now.
Dude, that was crazy.
The X just came out, 2 weeks ago, a couple of weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is already close to 100, if not 100. And right now, guess what? The PlayStation 4 Slim and the PSVR is the top selling thing. And the Switch is right behind it. So it's people already not talking about your console. That's bad. That's bad.
They're talking about how cheap VR is now, man.
Exactly. That's bad.
That was smart, bro. I never thought they would drop it that low.
Mm-hmm.
And for them to drop it, because they were making so much money off of it, for real. But for them to drop it that low and they to where it's probably to the point where they're not making hardly anything off of it.
No,
And
I think Sony made money off it even starting out. Well, of course they did, but
yeah. They're just not making as much, but
right, yeah, but I mean,
and it's new tech. It's new tech.
And is dropping when Skyrim is in VR now.
Doom, Fallout, all that stuff is coming, in VR.
Crazy, man.
Clay, do you have a VR headset?
I don't. I'm thinking about getting one.
Okay.
I just picked up my second one today. Obviously, the first one I bought was $399 day one, and now for $200. I mean, come on, guys. A lot of my friends have been complaining. Oh, it's too expensive. It's too expensive. Now, like I posted earlier on Twitter, there's no excuse. There's just really no excuse.
Have you played Skyrim yet? On VR?
I bought it. I haven't played it. I plan on streaming it after this podcast.
So. Let me know, man, because I mean, I'm not the biggest Skyrim guy in the world. Like, oh my god, Skyrim's the best RPG ever. Yeah, like Game Informer said.
Mm-hmm.
But see, I mean, hearing people play that game and they're going crazy, like this is the VR experience I've waited for. And I'm sitting there going,
people say it.
Oh my god, I have no money to buy this, and I wanted to play it so bad.
People saying I like just getting in VR and on Skyrim and just looking at my sword, and I'm like, what? Like people talking about looking at their weapons and how you can see all the little details you couldn't see before.
Dude, you're in the game. It's just like when I'm racing, with Gran Turismo. I'm literally sitting in the car. I can turn around, look. I'm looking in the back seats. I can look over at the car next to me. I mean, it's virtual reality. It's just like you're there, and so you're holding your shield and your sword. It's almost like the definitive way to play the game. I mean, it's just nuts.
Dude, VR, people just don't realize how
until you play
awesome.
It, right?
Yeah, how awesome VR is. Like seeing where VR is now makes me super pumped.
Oh, like 10 years
ago? For where it'll be, because I played VR back in the day, like in an arcade, and it was the headset was basically you pulled it down over your head. You had to stand up to play this game, and you were basically a robot. And it was really cool. Graphics sucked, and I got kind of dizzy because the graphics were so horrible. But like playing this, and the first time even the PlayStation demo, you're going underwater. What's that demo? The aquatic demo, dude. Surreal, man. Like, you're in like I've been gaming all my life. Like, never would I think that I would be alive in a time where it felt like I was in a video game.
Yeah.
Like, and it was to a point to where it tricks my brain into thinking it's real. Like I'm sweating when that shark's coming around the first time,
that is something that, I mean, you're not lying, man. It is to the point where it tricks your brain into thinking it's realistic, and like you sweat. Literally, like your adrenaline and everything. It's like, it's you just have to try it. It's something you can't, it's hard to display on a TV, and it's hard to tell people about it. It's just something you have to try for yourself. And once you try it, then you become a believer.
And see, that shark demo was the whole reason why I was trying it at Best Buy. That's all I've tried, and I can't wait to get my hands on it again.
If that's all you've tried, I mean, you're in for a treat. I mean, literally.
I can't wait, man.
You know what game sold me, right?
Which one?
Super Hypercube. You played it?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, okay. The woman said, the cube's coming at you, and when you can't look past it to see which way you need it to be. I said, what does she mean? So I sat down and played it. She's like, okay, you see the cube? I'm like, yeah. It's like, look around it. So I moved my head. I was like, oh my god, I can see behind the cube.
That's crazy.
And it just like blew my mind. I mean, it was such a simple little game. It's a lot of fun too. I really enjoy it. But
dude, the game on the demo that's like dodgeball, not dodgeball, but like Pong, except you have to use your head.
Headmaster.
Dude.
Yeah, Headmaster.
That is fun, dude.
Dude, just seeing it looks like you're looking down and you're like floating in this Coliseum and you're all these people cheering, and it's just, dude, playing Rig. rigs.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Ring, yeah.
My first experience playing that, like you're like, oh, it's just stupid running. Like when you're reading about it, it's like you're running around in a robot and you're playing against these other guys. And it's like it sounds lame, but when you get it and you're inside that robot running, like your body feels like you are legit doing this. Like just you're feeling the momentum. Like dude, it's just surreal. Like Resident Evil 7, I still can't play through it all the way in VR because it literally terrifies me.
Oh,
Like,
nice.
yeah, like,
yeah, you're. Oh my god, I'm old.
like I seriously will hide. I seriously will hide and peek. I mean, you're peeking around corners,
Yeah.
and just because I don't want the confrontation, like I'll be sweating, my hands are sweaty, and I'll just say I can't do this, and I'll get off, and I'll feel nauseous. I've been like having panic attacks trying to play that.
That's so cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
bother.
but it's so immersive though. Like, and that's the thing. Like, that's you can't get that from hearing other people talk about it, and but it's something you just have to try and have to sit there and do it. And it's the most immersive thing. In fact, it's the one thing my kids like love. Like, they don't even want an Xbox because it doesn't have VR. Like, they think it's the coolest thing ever. Like, they will want to sit there for hours, but I'm scared to let them play for hours because I'm scared they'll get like brain damage or something. So
Daddy,
yeah, I'm like 50, yeah, I'm like 15, 20 minutes, guys. All right, who's next? Who's next? I got 4 of them, so I'm like working shifts, you know. I'm like, all right, you're done. What game you want to play? All right, hurry up and sit down. I ain't got all day. Come on, kids. Like I'm working a carnival ride.
Pay the piper.
Yeah. But yeah, if you ain't got it, dude, now, man, it's the best time to get one at $200.
And all the software is there. That's what excites me. You know, like there is the HTC Vive and the
Oculus
Rift, but you know, like PSVR has all of these experiences you guys talked about, Skyrim, Doom, all of this stuff. It's just like that's where I want to play Resident Evil. I bought Resident Evil on my PS4 so I can play it when I get PSVR.
You will not be disappointed. Like, you know, like games coming out like God of War, Days Gone, and stuff. Like, I know they probably won't have a VR mode, but I kind of hope that Sony, if they ever listen to this, they will just like this one thing. Why not just have where we put the headset on and we're in that world? Like, it's just to explore. Like, we don't do anything. We don't fight anything. It's just like, you know how Assassin's Creed Origin actually has an educational mode. So where you don't fight anything, you just walk around. Like, I feel like VR experiences for games like that, like God of War, would be awesome. I mean, if you could go in VR and walk up to that giant troll and actually feel how high he is and look up at him. Yeah, and him not attack you. And you could just walk around him and just see him living and breathing.
You know, that would be cool.
Like those kind of experiences, I think would be just perfect. What Days Gone, you know how he's walking, walking through. I mean, you want to see these things up close and actually feel how big they are. You know, like that's what VR, I feel like, can do with those kind of experiences. Like, instead of just giving us a VR mode where we're shooting with our hands or something like that, like give us something where we could just explore the art that they poured into these games.
Yeah, you know, they put it in the photo mode. They can incorporate it into there somehow like that.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that would be cool. Like, I mean, if you look at, say, like God of War 3, I feel like it has some of the most beautiful artwork. And like you're fighting Poseidon at the beginning, and I feel like, geez, that is so gorgeous. Like imaginative. Like his horses are made out of water, and just, I don't know, you're fighting on the back of Gaia. You know, it's just, I mean, if you think about it, if you could put on a VR headset and stand at the foot of Gaia and actually see how big she was, like that would be awesome, you know? Like that's what I want in VR. Like I like the experiences of me being in an environment that is totally alien to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Maybe one day. I'm sure someone at Sony's thinking about that.
Dude, I hope they do, man. Like, to me, that would be like God of War. Do that. Spider-Man, dude. Could you imagine a VR headset? And it's like you're riding through the eyes of Spider-Man, but he's doing all the motion. It's basically like a roller coaster.
Well, you guys haven't tried the Spider-Man game, have you? I mean, the Spider-Man Homecoming VR demo.
Oh, I haven't, but I haven't tried it yet. Right?
Okay, yeah. You have to try that. I mean,
I'm scared of heights, so I'll probably crap myself. So
it's free, dude. It's free.
Yeah, I'll definitely try that out.
Free, yeah. Spider-Man would be OP. But no, it has. I mean, I know Mr. PSVR is pretty happy to see all these PSVRs being bought up.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh my god, man! All these new people could visit the site," and we're still having our 2 giveaways. So if some of you guys got a new PSVR headset or already have one, we're giving away Paranormal Activity and
oh my gosh,
Spark, that VR tennis type game.
Yeah,
nice.
So the details are on the PS Brah's Twitter page. So hey, free PSVR games if you enter the contest.
I know them guys. They're really cool.
Yeah, they are really cool. Dude, I don't know how he does it, but he's always getting games for giveaways. Like, oh yeah, man, we got like 7 codes for Vrogger. I'm sorry, not Vrogger. It's Vrog. It's that VROG. Vrog, VR frog.
Yeah.
We've gotten codes for that. Paranormal Activity, Spark, Tiny Tracks.
Dude, Paranormal Activity is one of those games I saw IGN play.
Mm-hmm.
And I almost called them EGM, IGN play, and they were terrified playing it. Like Marty was playing it, and Biggity or whatever. Dude, he's hilarious. And watching him drop the controllers almost and scream was like the best thing ever.
Yeah, man.
He's such a.
Mike win a free copy of it. It's into the contest.
One thing I can say is a lot of people are just like the Switch. They said that this is going to be a flop. This is going to be a flop, and Sony doubled down, not only on the hardware, but they doubled down on the software, and it basically proves the point. Gaming is all about the games. If you bring the games, the people will come.
And they're supporting it. We got Robo Team, The Impatient, Moss, Blood and Truth.
Exactly.
Child, there's a ton of games coming out for the PSVR in the next year.
Yeah, we got Fallout on the way. We got
Is Fallout
I forgot about that.
Yeah, Fallout 4 is coming.
I know it's exclusive. Is it exclusive to Oculus right now, or
no? It's not. None of them are exclusive to any of the VR formats.
All right.
Insomniac have an exclusive game on Oculus, I believe.
I think Oculus paid for it though, didn't they? Didn't they
Yeah, I want it so bad though. It's so interesting. Like I think it's like a PvP style battle game. It's pretty awesome.
I'm surprised Sony hasn't contacted Insomniac about making some games for the PSVR.
Well, see, here's the thing about it. Okay, they're busy. They want them working on the big stuff. They don't,
They best be contacting somebody and make me PlayStation Battles All-Star Royale, man. That's what I need. Need new one of those. Like
he's waiting.
Yeah, that better be a surprise coming up. That will make my year. That will make my PS4 purchase.
Yeah.
Just by knowing, I played that game so much on my Vita and everything. So good.
I forgot they gave it away as part of PS Plus a while back. I was scrolling through my PS3 games that I have.
Mm-hmm.
And, it was like PSVR, PS Battle Royale, PS3, and PS Vita. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I have that.
Dude, I feel like Sony, with all the new franchises they have this year, I feel like they're setting themselves up for it. Because, dude, you could have
Aloy.
Samurai from Neo. Yeah. You could have the Samurai from the new Sucker Punch game in it. Dude, they have so many cool characters.
That'd be awesome.
What about Knack?
Dude, I would play Knack. Knack's
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
So, dude, Knack. I mean, dude, I think it would be cool to fight in arenas that would be like based on Until Dawn. You know, like have the whole theme of Until Dawn, the snowy landscape.
That would be
Like,
sweet.
yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
And then
I
monster
think,
jumps down and grabs somebody.
dude, I think that would be awesome. Stage fatalities, stage finishers, or something like that. Like, dude, I'm in the wrong business, man. Need to come over to Sony and tell them to pick my brain, man. Johnny Mnemonic me.
You would have Kratos and his son on his shoulder, you know.
Right?
Yeah, just running around, not just
Okay.
going fishing. He does a friendship. He did, like old Mortal Kombat. He just goes fishing with his son. You're like, dude, I want to fight, man. No, we're going
Good job.
fishing.
Good job, son.
Kratos fish.
What's in the hole now? But no, yeah, you're right. Though they could have what's his face from 1886, even though that game's
Oh,
not that
dude,
popular.
yeah.
but
I mean,
I think we're gonna get another one of those. By the
I
way,
think so.
yeah,
Ant-Man
I
being
wish.
so excited.
PSX.
Ant-Man
PSX.
being like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Dude, such a good game, man. And dude, I even to this day I platinumed it, and I love just the gunplay. I love, dude, when I'm running and taking a picture, and you're just looking at everything. You're like, how am I playing this game? Like, it looks insane.
Yeah.
I
Go
mean,
back
dude,
to
you
the
see
water.
Oh man,
To the what? Sorry.
no, you go back where now?
Go back to the order when you get that electricity gun.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Use photo mode with that gun. You're like, oh my god.
Yep.
dude, it's just
It's
surreal.
sexy.
Like, I even love the werewolves. Like, I even love like the detail they went into them to like they're changing.
Yeah.
You know, like it's that game is just surreal. Like, who is it? Ready at Dawn?
Yeah.
They went from making God of War games on a PSP to making something like that, which is insane.
Then they made that game for GameStop. Deformers.
It looked pretty fun, man, but I didn't want to
I
spend
got a free copy.
$30 on it.
Well, hell, I shared it on the website. Remember that had that free code they were giving out?
I missed it. I would
Crazy.
like I know. Hey, every time something cool on Twitter happens, I'm like nowhere to be found. And then when I come back, it's like, oh, you just totally missed it, man. Kool-Aid Man busted through Twitter and handed out free Kool-Aid to everyone. Oh, I'll get them next time, I guess.
Sony's giving away free
Happens.
PS4 Pros, you know. And
Yeah, they're gonna only send it out to
Craven,
the
where are
first
you?
3 million people that retweet. And as soon as I get on, it'll be 3,000,001. And I'll just like, wah, wah, wah.
You're sitting there, your Xbox One X is messing up on purpose. No!
my Xbox, he takes NyQuil every night, so he's hard to wake up. Hey, you want to wake up, Xbox? Oh, sorry, Craven. I was we played really hard last night. I went to bed at 9, didn't get a lot of sleep. I just imagine my Xbox, these little bitty arms come out the side. He's rubbing his eyes. Little tiny hands. He's rubbing that one glowing Xbox. I'm just really tired. It's like Johnny 5.
Mm-hmm.
No disable Johnny 5.
So, what are you guys getting for Black Friday? Anything catch your eye, or you already spend your load, or anybody? Nothing.
I'm gonna stock up on exclusives.
Well, I mean, I freaking bought a bunch of games here lately, so it's not really much left to want.
My girls want a phone, so that's about go get them a phone. I ain't going on Black Friday though. I'm gonna send somebody else out for me. So
I will give Sony and GameStop and all those places like a thank you that they're starting the Black Friday specials a week early.
Yeah, that's cool.
Instead of just having the PS4s $199 on Black Friday, it's been this whole week since this past Sunday, and that's really cool because I mean, I normally go out on Black Friday every year just to experience the madness that people trying to get this blender for $10. That's normally $25, you know.
I always think of Black Friday like that movie Jingle All the Way.
Dude, I've seen shit like that. I've seen people fight over the dumbest things. Oh my god, a Blu-ray's $2. Oh, they're all just snatching them, and
It's like Turbo Man doll. It's like, what about with his sidekick? Nobody
Booster.
wants sidekick.
Yeah, nobody likes you, Booster.
Booster, that's what his name is.
Yeah.
This is the last one.
Yeah.
Get to the
I need that
chopper.
Turbo Man dog.
I need Turbo Man. Calm down.
Jamie.
Jamie.
Okay.
Oh my
real,
gosh.
For real though, I love that movie.
Dude, I do too. I love it.
I love that movie.
I watch it every year.
Exactly.
Christmas.
Thank you.
It's classic. It's
If I
like
could-
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. It's
If I could
classic.
high five you through this channel right now, I would.
Virtual 5.
Yeah. Craven God just got bra points. What have you done today, Jay, to get bra points?
Probably nothing, brother. Probably nothing.
He's like,
Nothing at
"Oh,
all.
just
I'm just
save
joking.
kittens in a tree." And
Yeah.
I know what Jay did. Jay trolled a bunch of people today. I'm pretty
Oh
sure.
yeah, as usual.
I got a
That's
feeling.
my daily
I-
daily routine.
Jay got back on Twitter, and first thing he says was,
Hey guys,
Dude, I laughed so hard.
what's the resolution like these days?
Yeah, the meme, everything was right. He was
Yeah.
just like, "Hey, I guess nothing's new. Xbox still released no exclusives." I was like, "Man, coming back hard." He said, "Put me in the game, coach." He just jumped in.
What was going on in California, Jay?
Just had an event that I decided to go to, man.
Okay,
So,
just I didn't know if it's
yeah.
personal. I just
yeah,
curious.
yeah. Nothing special, just you know.
Being the god of PlayStation.
Yeah, buddy.
Because I was sitting like, man, Jay sure has been silent this weekend. And I went back to your timeline. I'm like, oh yeah, duh, he went to California, you idiot.
Yeah. I told people I'm signing out.
Yeah.
You know, and I signed out. Came back, I had to make my grand entrance.
How many notifications did you have?
Dude, I had a lot of some stuff, a lot of stuff I needed to catch up on. I'm still catching up on some stuff.
Yeah, you like my post from like 2 days ago. I'm like, damn, Jay.
Exactly. Dude, I didn't think about it. I didn't have my phone, I didn't have my iPad or anything. The whole purpose of the trip, man, was to basically take a retreat, just kind of detoxify from technology and everything else.
How'd it feel?
The first 24 hours was hard, man. I kept thinking I lost my phone. I kept freaking out. It's like, oh my god, I lost my phone. And it's like
The withdrawals.
Yeah, yeah. It's literally.
Tim Dog saying,
I'm pretty sure he was probably jabbing me a couple of days while I was gone. You know, the guys typically be
Tagging you
while
and
I'm
stuff.
gone. Yeah, yeah.
people see this.
Of course, he wouldn't reply.
Exactly.
And it's like, really, because you're gone?
Exactly.
I didn't told J Dub how it is.
Yeah.
You know he's on vacation, right? Oh,
Yeah. Even better.
Yeah.
He won't be able to reply.
well, how did it feel when you got back finally and you picked up that? What do you have a?
It was good, man. It was good to be back.
Oh,
Of course, I had to make my grand entrance, so
well, you had a poll, didn't you? It was a poll, right?
I do the whole. I'm back.
Guess who's back?
Did Xbox release any exclusives while I was gone? And guys freak out and start.
And the thing is, you gave away 2 X's. You have an X.
Yeah,
A PC, a Switch. You got a PS4.
yeah,
These guys get on to you, but you have all the games. I mean, it's
yeah. They know, man. It's like I tell people, it's friendly trolling, and the guys that reply and stuff. They know that. It's all good. Ultimately, man, I've probably only ever blocked like 5 or 6 people on Twitter, and those were like troll accounts. Those were the guys with the 1 followers,
exactly.
and they were being really disrespectful. Maybe not towards me, but for people that I communicate with, and
right.
I tell people, hey, the guys that I'm talking trash to, those are my friends. Those are people that I communicate with all the time, and so like don't do that. Don't let's not be disrespectful. Let's just keep it respectful. And
it's funny how they'll be okay with you, but like if Craven God says something, people like attack him like no one cares about your opinion, Craven God, even though you have 1,000 followers, it's like this down doesn't mean anything. At least I don't think he does.
Mm-hmm.
and he just over here like offering his opinion and not even joking about it. And they're all like, "Death the Craven God," and then you're over here,
Yeah.
"Oh, how are those exclusives going, Xbox?" And people are like, "Oh, J-Dub, you're so funny," you know.
Yeah, maybe, you know, one thing I do is I tell people, look, I'm trolling. That's what I do. I like having fun. When there's slow news week or something like that, you know, I'll pick one of my boys, maybe Tim Dog or Rand or Cal or, you know, or just anybody, you know, Wolf or just anybody. You can be a PlayStation guy or you can be you can be whatever. You can get the business regardless. And it's just, you know, to bring conversation or to tease guys. But I see, you know, some of these guys that are really disrespectful. You know, I think you know, I had to set the record straight with some of them and say, hey, look, you know, this is not, this is just friendly banter with gamers. Like, don't do that, man. It makes you look really bad.
It's not life. It's not life or death. It's just video games, man.
Exactly.
We don't work for the companies, even though as much as we'd like to.
Yeah, like I would never be disrespectful like that to somebody, you know,
or somebody's face like that.
Yeah.
Well, I know you, Clay. You don't dabble on Twitter as much as maybe we do, right?
Been trying to, but I don't as much as you guys know.
I mean, you're doing videos all the time, so you're busy.
Yeah, true.
That's one part I want to get more into videos, but I've done videos in the past with friends and like my own content. I know how much work it takes. So, you know, you're doing a great job, man. You know, your stuff's high quality. And I know how much work and time and dedication that takes to stay at that level.
Yeah.
So keep up the good work, man. Like I said earlier, you're doing a great job, man. I want to ask you,
balance it all.
Yeah, I wouldn't have asked you on here if I didn't think you were, you know, legit.
Yeah.
As I always say. Yeah, so thanks for coming on, man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah. It was another great night. You guys got big plans for Thanksgiving or?
Head out of town, spend time with the family and try to get some gaming in while I got some downtime. It's, man, I tell anybody, it's hard for me because, you know, I game on PC, I game on the X, I game on the Switch, I game on the PlayStation. You know, I have to basically split my time 4 or 5 different ways. So Switch just had a bunch of games. They just had Batman, the Telltale game to come out. What other game? LA Noire.
Is it Telltale season 1 and 2 or just 1?
It's the whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Game called Rhyme.
Right.
Doom, obviously, and a couple other games. So, I mean, geez. Oh, Skyrim. I mean, I picked up Skyrim for PSVR and the Switch.
Yeah. Thought pictures like, damn, Jay's good.
So I'm just like, geez, man, I just got all these freaking games. I just need to find time to split between them.
I know, right?
I'm trying to stay above water and keep up on those. I bet that's difficult.
It is because you never really get a chance to complete. Because a lot of these games, like, I mean, look at Skyrim. That's not a game that you beat overnight.
No,
there's not a lot of short gaming experiences outside of the indie titles. The rest of the games are freaking long, and I just don't have that time with family. And I mean, some of these guys can sit in front of the PlayStation or the Xbox and just play, you know, for freaking 18 hours. But it's like, I just don't have that time. You know, I'll be able to get maybe 1 or 2 hours a day of gaming. I'll take my Switch, you know, into bed late night or something like that before I go to sleep and put some gaming in. But other than that, I get it while I can.
That's what I'm trying. Right now, I have like 2 review codes I got to finish. And then I think I'm going to have Battlefront 2 be my multiplayer game.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm going to start focusing on finishing some games for the Game of the Year show, which will be next month, hopefully. Near the end of the month. So my Game of the Year might surprise some people because, you know, it's I don't know what they're expecting, but I won't say much about it because I don't want to give it away. But
now you got me excited. I can't wait to hear.
Well, if if you follow my timeline, you'd be like, oh, I know what it is. It has to be this. You never know. Maybe not.
Mhm.
Where did Craven go? Well, probably died or something.
Yeah.
But no, I definitely want to have a Game of the Year show. So you guys want to write a little list up, or
Definitely. We'll get a list over to you.
and then invite people to come in here and tell us their Game of the Year. And I'm trying to get it so I can give away a copy of my Game of the Year.
Oh, that'd be
Nice.
But it gotta see what my money is and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, not everyone is as fortunate as us and might be able to buy more than one game a month.
Yeah, especially with the holidays coming around and stuff like that. So I can understand that.
If I can do that and work it out, I'll give away a copy of my game. It'd probably be North America code, unfortunately. So any of my European followers, I'm sorry, guys. Thank you for your support, but I'm still. I haven't finalized that date yet. I don't know. Your guys' schedule. Yeah, holidays. It's always crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I say, man, just hit me up and see, if I'm available, I'm here. If not, then
Jay, man, you're like the one constant, okay? But then I'll follow you on Twitter and you're on this show and that show and this show.
Yeah.
God damn, Jay is a one busy guy.
You know what? It's because those shows tend to start after, me and the wife are already taking care of the kids, put them to bed and everything, and so I have like an hour or two to do it. So it fits in that perfect time frame.
Well, sorry if I interfere with your.
Nah.
Okay, but if you ever, I'm gonna say
I'll just be like, hey, I can't make it today, or I'll jump in on my phone.
Yeah.
And I put my AirPods in my ear and I'll walk around or whatever, or I'll jump in the chat section or something like that if I can. But
like I said, the broadcast is fun and I really enjoy it, but it's not life or death. It's not like we have to appease some sponsors. Well, you guys didn't go this week, so
Hey, you gotta please those Patreon, like other podcasts.
This week brought to you by Squarespace.
Hey guys, do you have genital warts? Well, some Gortagon and I couldn't even imagine doing that kind of stuff. Like, oh, hey guys, welcome to the broadcast. Today it's brought to you by Febreze One Air Fresheners, Fabric and Air Mist.
Right. Well, one thing I can say is once this becomes more like a job, like those guys that do the Patreon thing and they treat it like, and guys pay them money, they do feel like, hey, you got to constantly give me new content. You got to do this, you got to do that. And it becomes a job. And so once it becomes a job, it's like, you just lose all the
fun.
Yeah.
That's why part of me is like the website sometimes. I'm like, oh, I got to have new content. Yeah. Like, I don't have to. It's not like, I'm making money off of it.
Exactly.
But
Finding
I do
that balance is hard, yes.
Yeah. Because, I want to say it with the latest news. Or, I've broken a few things a couple times. Nothing big.
Yeah.
But still.
For Craven.
Yeah.
He's not here, yeah.
Our fallen brother.
I got to be the sound effects guy since he's not here.
But no, definitely. I hope you guys have a good Thanksgiving. I hope everybody, get to. I love turkey, so I'm really excited for Thursday.
Definitely. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
I hope you guys have a happy holidays and have a great Thanksgiving, and tell your family you love them.
Definitely.
Just as much as you love video games.
Definitely.
I'm sure there is some members you love your games more than you love them. It's like, oh God.
You will always be secondary.
Oh, it's my stupid uncle, damn it.
Exactly.
Where my Switch at? Get my Vita out.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for joining me tonight, guys. Craven God, wherever you are, thank you for coming on and telling us your glorious stories and your impersonations. Thanks, Brah. Okay. And thanks for joining us, Clay, man. I hope you had fun.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. It was great. Hope you all have a good Thanksgiving.
Go ahead and plug yourself, man. Tell people where we can find you at.
You can find me on Twitter at CorruptClay or on YouTube at youtube.com/CorruptClayGaming. I'm all over the place.
You might want to tell them the spelling's a little bit different, though.
The spelling is different. Can we throw it somewhere? I mean, I've been chatting down below. It's just
Okay, good. All right.
Yeah. If anybody wants to go check out my channel,
do it, guys. It's great content.
Definitely.
He has a very good opinion, and I think you're pretty fair balanced about things.
I try to be.
Yeah, he's like Fox News, fair and balanced. Right?
He definitely does respect people. I mean, Clay's like he said, he found his voice, and it's a great voice. So
yeah,
good, man. Keep on keeping on, Clay. I think you're gonna go places, man.
All right, thank you.
Definitely.
But Jay, you want to say something before we head out for Thanksgiving weekend?
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. It's your boy J Dub, aka Kratos, the god of PlayStation. Keep it gaming. Make sure you guys go out, get that Xbox X. You want that true 4K that does a little bit more than the Pro. Shout out to my man Craig Harris. He's trademarked that little bit more. Also, make sure you go and pick up the PlayStation VR, guys. It's $199. Come on, you guys can find more than that in your couch cushions.
Well, what? Not my
yeah. Well, again, you can't get any other experience besides VR that will immerse you in a game. Make sure you get that GT Sport, pick up a bunch of those PlayStation games, and we'll wait for E3 for the Xbox games. But make sure you guys, check me out on Twitter at JDubCity16. I'm always keeping it funny. I'm keeping it popping with the gifs and the memes, keeping you guys entertained.
What about your YouTube page? You ever find a name for it yet?
Yeah, you guys can, Kratos on the. You guys can find my. I need to update a new show. The last one that I had was. It's been a while, and I do need to kind of create some new content. But my last video was basically telling you guys to go out and buy the X. I'm pleading with the community. We want Xbox, to be here for us for our gaming needs. The industry can get stale if you only have one or two guys in there. We need guys to go out and buy their games and support them, and not just yap on Twitter and Facebook and about this box is the best box, but you don't go and buy the box or the game. So go out and support all your games, and I will have some new content coming on my channel soon. I was planning on streaming some Skyrim in VR, just like I did with the GT Sport and some other games. So I'll probably do that tomorrow. So you guys be sure to look out for that.
Yeah, no, man, I'll share it. I'll retweet it.
Appreciate it.
I'm excited for that game, so it'll be fun to watch you play it.
Definitely.
I want to see your reaction. That's what I'm excited about.
Dude, I just want to cut somebody's head off in VR with my sword. I think that'd be ultimate.
Cut your own head off. Oh my god.
Then you got the mod support to be able to put in there. Have
is it really
Hulk Hogan in the game? I'll do all kind of crazy stuff.
You could be suplexing skeletons and stuff.
Exactly.
Oh my god, leg drop.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks again, everybody, for stopping in tonight. And we hope that you all have a fantastic Thanksgiving. You get all the turkey and potatoes and gravy, and if you're vegan, all the tofu turkey? Is that what they eat? Whatever. Soybean turkey. You just gain like 5 pounds, because I know I'm going to. So, I'm apologizing in advance to my pants. You can be a little bit tight. But
don't forget we got PSX coming up.
Yeah,
in a couple of weeks. So that's going to be a great experience there.
I want to talk about all the games, but there's always next week for that. Or
we got next week for that.
If we survive Turkey in 2017.
Yeah, we may be too heavy for the plane.
Oh, Jay, push me up the hill. You push me first. But no, have a good one, guys, and thank you again for stopping by, and have a good Thanksgiving. Have fun on Black Friday if you decide to venture out into the madness, and we will see you again. So peace out, and as always, what I always say, game on, brah. Game on, brah. Brah. Say bye, everybody. Bye,
Peace.
everybody.